typically when you're doing a crucial conversation, it's done by a manager to a team member. So it's very clear the role, right? It's very clear about, who's in control, who's leading, and who's a support. It's very clear. But man, when we did these skits, we really got to see different dynamics open up. And so I want to open that up for the discussion today and talk about what did we learn? What happened that we were like, thrown off by?
So in my case, the difficult part was like controlling or focus on what I have to do. If I want to talk about one topic, I need to focus on that and try to prevent other situations. So I think the difficult part is controlling what I can't control. I can control myself, but I cannot control others.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not starting with rapport up front and trying to break the ice and get this, more comfortable before jumping into the framework, is another pitfall that you're going to fall into, right? You do want to start off by, clearing the air.
For me, I thought I was super good at communicating. That's what I thought before. Because for me, it's not hard to say when something's bothering me, but to listen is what is difficult for me because I get heated up. I think I'm an Aries, so it's not my fault. But yeah, I get heated up easily. I just want to say
I'm not an Aries, and I have that
say.
same problem.
And the book calls it triggers. When this trigger happens, all bets are off. All bets are off. I was about to tell you the facts, state the story, tell you my side, but let's go. Silence or violence. It's go time,
It's still a struggle for me to keep on acknowledging what the other person is saying, but at the same time with that stage framework, it would allow me to go back to the main topic and not go sideways with the other topics that the other person is bringing up. So
a sideline is peer-to-peer, a team member to team member versus a manager to a team member, right? Where it's very clear that, I'm giving the directive here, and so therefore you should listen. Otherwise, there's going to be severe consequences.
Yeah. Well, the hardest part during my conversation with Kim, it's because we're both agents, right? So I wasn't sure if I have the authority to actually call her out with her KPIs. So that was like when she raised her voice, like kinda when she asked me like if there's anything
Kim raised her voice.
impossible version.
That's why I said kinda, because she was kind of scared of me during that time. So I think that was the hardest part. If I had the authority to call her out. So
my vision for this organization is so that every team member can feel comfortable enough to call out another team member respectfully, to bring them to our level, right? If you see someone slipping in an area, it's okay to reach out. That's exactly what we've been working on, to reach out to any team member respectfully. And
if this hurt our relationship, our departments are really tight. So if he doesn't trust me and he doesn't like me anymore, and the same thing, like that's gonna hurt the process of what we do because we kind of depend on each other. So when we were having that conversation, that like I think what happened to us is the disagreement of what are you trying to say? Like I feel attacked. Like, are you saying I'm not doing a great job?
Potentially you don't want to damage a relationship, so you're not going to call your sideline, say anything, because you don't want to hurt them. But we're hurting the organization by not doing it. We're hurting the culture by not doing it. We're losing alignment by not doing it. Right? Worrying about damaging relationships is another reason why I would go to silence. And then feeling like I don't have the authority to speak up. And that's what we want to change today. Did anyone try a crib technique during their skit?
Crib is about a solution. When I did mine with a writ, it was very, very easy because we were both on the same page, but we used this. And to me, every one of our conversations should end with this sort of solution. because why else are we talking?
Make sure to continue to support one another. And most importantly, make sure that we're calling each other out. That's the point of this. If you see something going on your sideline, you know how to handle it professionally. You know that we can double down on safety and get through these conversations. No matter how, no matter what, we can bring the data up front, we can tell them our story and how it made us feel, and welcome the feedback.